Hi, this is Tim with Shop Tool Reviews. Do you need a new polisher? Well, stick around and we'll see what Flex has to offer. This is the Flex XC 3401 VRG, and it is their 6-inch orbital polisher. Now on the surface, this may look like an ordinary orbital polisher, but it's really not. What Flex has done is added some smart technology to this tool to help them stand out above the rest. It has a 7-fold microprocessor in it that monitors things like the speed or RPMs as a tachometer, also temperature monitoring, soft start technology, acceleration, and several other items. Also, the tool has black carbon brushes in it that are somewhat smart. In other words, when it gets worn down to a certain point on the brushes, it shuts down the tool so that you don't damage the armature or damage the tool. So if you're using this tool for a few years and it shuts down on you, don't throw it away. Spend a few bucks on some brushes, have it serviced, and you'll have some more good years of use out of it. So as with all of our auto detailing tools, we took this over to Michael Lucas at Michael's Auto Detailing, and he's got more than 30 years of experience with detailing cars. The one thing we noticed right off the bat was that forced rotation of the orbit. So it is a geared rotation or forced rotation, if you will. So if it's turning, it's also orbiting, it's not freewheeling. So you always get that power to the finish that you're calling on. Also, you notice that it's got not only a speed dial, but it's also got a trigger here, and this is a variable speed trigger with soft start technology on top of that. So you can dial in your max speed per se on the dial. So basically we like to leave it at 6 and then use that variable speed to call that speed on or RPMs on where you want it. But you can pull that speed down to, if you're wanting that slower, you can dial it down to 2 or 3 or whatever you want. And then you can also use the spindle lock or the trigger lock to lock that power on and use it that way as well. So you do have some variations how you use this tool. But again, we like to turn it all the way up and use that trigger to call on that power where we need it. Now, the tool's got some good weight to it. You see it's got a solid, cast metal design, aluminum up here. Again, you can tell it's got some gears in it as well with that forced rotation. And it's got nice weight on it out on the end where you want it. So when we're polishing a car, when we're putting product on a car, that weight's really handling that work for itself. We don't have to put much pressure on it. Typically, this has got a knob on the end of it. For the most part, you'll see professionals remove that knob and just cup their hands on the end like we did to guide that tool around. Again, you're really not having to apply much pressure. Now, we used it on a 10-year-old Ford F250 Harley Davidson edition that was black, as well as on a newer Chevrolet Tahoe that was black as well. And it removed swirl marks excellent, as well as some hard water stains that were on there. So you could see the major difference in that finish before and after, and that F250 is a work truck. You can see on the tailgate of this truck, it's not a mirror finish. There's still some rock chips on there, but we did get a lot of the swirl marks out, as well as that hazing or that hard water stains. The Flex really worked out well. Again, got plenty of power. And you can call it on as you want with that soft start technology. So with the soft start technology, if I have it on 6, so high RPMs, and I just pull that trigger right away, all the way on, it still ramps that speed up. So it doesn't just take off at 10,000 RPMs. It calls on slowly and ramps it up. So you get less fling off as well as less burn through if you're sitting on a corner when you start it up and so forth. So check it out. Again, it's the Flex XC 3401 VRG. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Have a great day.